Good afternoon to one and all present here. We are Team 83 and our name is also Team 83. Our project's name is All Round. As you can see from the name, All Round means we have provided an all-round development for whatever the challenges that you were facing. We are very grateful to ClayLab and JP Morgan for providing us with the opportunity to be the leaders and be the change. So what motivated us was being a spectator as we were in 11th and 12th recently. We know what everyone goes through and what are they missing out on. So that motivated us to make the changes upon what we can do with all our resources and skills in favor. As we can see, UNESCO states that 47 million youth drop out of 10th class just in India, and the stats have only risen. That has motivated us a lot, and we know how to improvise that. Sakshi?
Yeah, so our solution basically consists of a web application, an Android application, and a browser extension. So this is our use case diagram. So the students can access Zoom links using Android application, and we will be using real-time tracking of feedback using polls as well as quizzes. And we have also implemented a feature for to prevent user from switching tabs. In the web portal part, we have basically created a visualization for dashboards for the ratings and the scores that the student has received. We have also added a to-do list and a doubt-solving platform, and we have also recorded the health score. In the teacher part, the teachers can create quizzes and polls, and also provide student feedback, and also record the attendance. So the main challenges for this problem statement is real-time engagement and activity tracking. And all of this should happen in low bandwidth. So we have considered all of this while creating the system. So the first part is the Android application, wherein we have created an activity tracking system for interaction, and for interaction we have created polls and quizzes, and we have also created a tracking system for so that users won't switch between the tabs. And we have included a Chrome extension for a web browser to check if they are switching the tabs or not, by counting the number of times they are switching the tabs.
We have also inserted few features like real-time feedback, polls, attendance. Through this, teachers will get to know whether the student is attending or not during the class session. We have also added another feature like quiz without switch tabbing. Through this, the teacher can get to know the student ability of understanding, and attendance can be taken with the login history of the student, and we can also provide the links of the classes through our website.
Yeah, coming to the additional challenge that we were given, that each student should be given certain rewards for attending classes and attending quizzes regularly. So we've given a point system where whenever a student attends quiz and scores more, he'll get certain number of points with which he can have more access to the website. The next, move on to the next slide. Coming to the breakdown of the reward system. So first, the ranking list of the each test will be derived, and once we get it, the top few students will be getting special points with which they can unlock the YouTube videos which will be unlisted, but only these top students will be getting the video link with which they can watch the video and be more gain more knowledge of the subject that the teacher is teaching, so that it improves the student attachment towards the live classes and push him towards attending it. Move on to the next slide. Yeah, the additional features along with the challenges that were posted to us, we have added quiz generation, where a teacher can generate a quiz in between the classes and the student can take up the quiz without switching the tab. And also there's a to-do list where students can note down the things that has to be done, and he can clear once he's completed the task, and there's a anonymous form and data visualization. Data visualization is something where the each uh, history of the student is tracked, whereas when he attends some quizzes or gives some tests, the data will be represented in terms of graphs, and it will be shown in proper way, so that the user get a proper knowledge as to where is standing currently. Yeah, move on to the next slide. Yeah, the future scope includes we can directly add this extension to a Zoom app instead of creating a website, so that it'll be more interactive for the student, and they need not sign in here and there. And automated quiz generation for teachers, so whatever the teacher is teaching in classes, based on that the quiz will be generated, and students can take the quizzes in between the apps, so that teacher don't have any burden, and the co-curriculum section can be improved seamlessly. Yeah, coming to the project demo, Anushka will take over.
Moving on to the first part of our project, that is the web app, we have a landing page. As you can see here, we have a login register system. We have already logged in to save time. And you can see these are the features. We generate unlisted videos on YouTube that will be as a reward system for the users who rank higher. We not just have extraordinary curricular, but also extraordinary co-curricular and life skills teaching methods. We also have a mobile app which enables Zoom tracking and everything. Now we'll move on to the profile section. Here you can see that every user has the to-do list where they can add the tasks according to their needs. Then they have a reward system where, as he ranked first, he could see the video, the unlisted video on YouTube. Then we have the leaderboard where we can see the rankings of the whole class. Moving on to the discussion forum, which is one of our USPs, wherein the students who are shy and cannot ask doubts in class can ask doubts anonymously, and even with their names on it is their choice. So after posting the doubts, anybody can answer the doubts that they post. It can be from students or teachers, their peers, or anybody. So that is a USP. Now moving on to the quiz generation.
So the teachers can add the quiz on this platform by entering the subject and the topic. So here we can add as many questions as the teacher wants. And we can select the options and choose the which option is correct. We can add as many questions as we want.
Now moving on to the Chrome
Yeah.
extension part. Uh, Now we can see that we also have created an extension called ClayLab, which we are running on developer mode. So here, as we have switched on the background page already, as you can see, as the user clicks on the new page, a new entry has been done here, which tells us how many clicks have been done and how much anomaly activities have been performed by the student during the lectures. Now moving on, I'll just
Anushka, I think you need to give permission to me.
I changed.
Yeah. Yeah, so now the next part is we are going to demo the app that we have developed. It also contains a login step, which we have skipped just to save time. So as soon as the user lands to the home page, he'll get a timetable of the day, like what are the classes he's have and who's going to teach at what time it is there. And we have a direct button there from which he can directly jump into the Zoom where the class directly starts. And as soon as the class starts, overlay window will be popped up upon the Zoom screen, so that the student does not need to go anywhere or switch between any other apps to interact with the lecturer. And what this overlay window does is, as soon as a lecturer posts a question that from the dashboard that is presented to him in website, the question will pop up in this overlay. The student can select one of the options that's present in the overlay and then submit the answer. These answers are recorded and then sent to the teachers in real time, so that they can judge the engagement of the class, like how many students are listening carefully and all. And one of the main features of this app is, like, currently I'm using the Zoom app, so I'm not distracted or anything. When I switch to some other app, within 10 seconds, the app starts to prompt that you are out of the meet, please attend the meet or something. And also, yeah, as you can see, we got a toast saying please return to the meet, and it will count like for how many time you have been out of the meet, and we will deduct the points, reward points based on that. As soon as the meet ends, that the student can end the meet, like when the teacher ends the meet, we will get a feedback form which also says how many times did the student skip, like change the window, along with how many answers he got right. And he gets to give feedback to the teacher, like how the teacher was prepared about the class or something. He can choose from many options, then he'll submit the form. This feedback will be sent to the teacher in the real time. This process is repeated again and again for different classes. This is how the app basically works.